Hi everyone, welcome back to Breakout Studios live online videos. I'm Taylor. We're getting ready for some pointe technique this morning. So we'll get going here in a couple minutes, but before I get some music playing, just a little bit about our class today. So we'll start out with our normal warm-up. We'll go into some releves and we have some foot shaping exercises to really shape our feet right from the beginning and kind of carry that on for the rest of class. We're going to be focusing on a lot of one-legged releves today to really strengthen the ankle and getting comfortable releveing consecutively up onto one leg. If that gets a little bit too much for anyone, there will be some modifications, just going up to a susu instead. So don't worry if you're like, I don't want to do one-legged releves. But if you want to strengthen your ankle on one leg, we'll have lots of that today. All of our combinations are going to be, facing the bar, but as always, if you feel confident in yourself with just one hand on the bar, feel free to make that modification for yourself, and I'll try to give a little, if I remember to, a little modification about just how to switch over to the other side for those of you who are extra confident with one hand on the bar. But other than that, we'll just be facing the bar. If we have time, my goal is to get to the center to do kind of a tendu rolling through, articulating through the feet exercise in center. Nothing on releve, but just tendus rolling through, walking through the feet. But we'll see what we have time for. I might add some things in the bar or take some things away, so we will see. All right, I'll get some music playing just for like one more minute, and then we will get going. I'll kind of fix my camera too, and we'll get going very quickly, maybe in like a minute or so. I'm going to change the brightness so it might freeze for you for a second. Hybrid two arms we did earlier. So we'll start in parallel. We'll have 8 prances starting with our right foot. So we'll have prance and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. We come down to a plie to roll through plie. Keep those heels glued together. Try to lead the heels where they are as you straighten, resist down, and reverse. Press up straight, over, plie, and stretch. Repeat with the left. 8 prances, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plie, roll through, stretch. Down, reverse, over, plie, rotate to first. And then first and second, a little different. We have our, instead of prances, demi and pointe and demi and down. Demi, plie on both knees. So we're really pushing through that arch and also opening up those hips as well. Demi, down, other side, demi, straight, and demi, plie. And then we have 4, so plie, roll through, up, down, reverse, over, plie, down, trying to keep the chest up, not looking down, and reverse, over, plie, tendu to second. Same thing in second, demi and pointe, demi, push over, really careful not to sickle here. Yeah, keep that arch going over that second metatarsal. Other side, pointe, plie, and then we have our roll through, reverse the roll through, reverse the roll through, and we'll come back, we'll finish off with a little calf stretch. Feel free to add anything you want in here. If you want an extra one of these, we'll just finish off the music, stretching out our calves or whatever you need. With these prances, really make sure that we have a moment where we hit a releve on both boxes of the shoe, and then we want to articulate as we come down. So really think about resisting that heel coming down instead of just plopping down. We want to have an up moment and then resist, really articulate through those shoes right away. All right, here we go, facing the bar, parallel, 8 prances and a roll through in reverse, and then we'll go to the left. And shaping exercise right away to really shape the feet from the beginning, and then hopefully carry that through for the rest of our class, but easier said than done. So let me remember the order I did. Okay, so we're gonna have lots of sur le coup de pieds in this one, because that's the shape of the foot that we want to feel throughout anything. Even in flat shoes, this is a good kind of exercise. So before we go over the exercise, kind of take a fifth position and then wrap it. Feel that sur le coup de pied where the foot is wrapped around the ankle, the heel's in front and the toes behind. And even if you can't achieve this just yet, just kind of feel trying to wrap. It kind of reminds me of that like yoga pose where you gotta like wrap up. So even if you can't wrap all the way, still just kind of go for it and try to feel that wrapping around the ankle sensation. So we have here, and now just release, don't change the foot at all. Just release the foot from the ankle and extend it to the front, back to sur le coup de pied, extend it to the side, back to sur le coup de pied, extend it to the back. So there's the shape of the foot that we want to feel, even in flat shoes, for whatever we do. So we're not fully really pointing, because then we most likely will have a little bit of sickle if I really that point. But we want to have it shaped and pointed. So our exercise is, we'll start in 5th position. We're going to have tendu, push over. So here's our really stretching, shaping of the foot. And stretch back to sur le coup de pied and down. And then we reverse that, sur le coup de pied, out, and tendu, and 5th. And to the side, press over, up, sur le coup de pied, close 5th, and wrap, keeping that shape of the foot, and tendu to the back. To the back we can't wrap, obviously, so we'll just take a nice, same shape of the foot. Oh wait, no. We do tendu, press over, stretch to a coupe back, 5th, coupe back, little pas de cheval, tendu, and 5th. Then we have tendu, plie, scoop the front foot to the back foot, sous-sus, sur le coup de pied on point, change to sous-sus back, plie, and then we'll start to the left. Yeah, so tendu, it's nice and slow. Down, and wrap, shape of the foot, and tendu, and 5th. Then out, press over, and stretch, sur le coup de pied, 5th, and sur le coup de pied, out, tendu, to the back. Tendu, make sure it's that big toe, that nice wing shape of the foot. Stretch, coupe back, and 5th, coupe back, pas de cheval, tendu, and 5th. Tendu side, plie, sous-sus, sur le coup de pied. Just feel that wrap on point. Sous-sus change, and plie, stretch. And then we're ready for the other side. Yeah, so right and left, really feeling that beautiful shape of the foot all the way through. Here we go. So right foot front, 5th position. And tendu, press over, stretch, sur le coup de pied. 5th, and sur le coup de pied. Pas de cheval, tendu, close 5th, to the side. Over, stretch, sur le coup de pied, close front, wrap, out, tendu, close 5th, to the back, tendu, over, stretch, coupe back, coupe back, tendu, and 5th, tendu side plie, sous-sus, and feel that sur le coup de pied. Sous-sus, plie, ready to the left. Front, shape the foot, leave it there and wrap it. And wrap, front, tendu, and 5th, to the side. Wrap, shape the foot out, tendu, close back. Back, over, coupe back. Same shape of the foot in that coupe back. Tendu side, plie to sous-sus. Wrap it up sur le coup de pied. Change sous-sus, plie, and stretch. Good. So now that our feet are so beautifully shapen, we'll have beautifully shaped feet for the rest of class, right? All right, so now we'll take it up to some relevés. Starting off slow, articulating relevés, and then a little bit faster, springing springing up to pointe releves. So we'll have plie, releve, and lower straight. Plie, releve, control, down. Reverse that, up, straight, plie, stretch, up, straight, plie, stretch. Then we have 4 fast. And 1, hold, hold, and 2, hold, hold, and 3, and 4. Just the toes, hold, hold, just the toes. Plie, tendu, second. Same thing in second. So plie, releve, and lower, straight 2 times. Plie, releve, lower, straight. Reverse it, up, straight, plie, articulate, stretch, up, straight, plie, stretch. 4 releves, and 2, hold, hold, and spring up, hold, hold, just the toes. For 2, just the toes, plie, tendu first. After that, if our feet aren't dead enough, we're just gonna plie. Let's roll through, feel that shape of the foot again, and then just feel a little balance here in first position, and then we'll plie and we'll finish. The music will be finished for that balance. We'll feel it in silence, but we'll still feel that balance. So for all of these, I wanted to start off slow and then take it faster. For that slow one, we're really working on that articulation going up, but also really more so coming down. We're going to be doing a lot of releves, like I said, on one leg later on. So really making sure as we come down, either in a plie or a straight leg, that we're really going through the ball of the foot and resisting those heels to come down. If we have a plie right as the toes break, then we plie and resist the heels coming down. We don't want to leave the heels up. We want them to make it down so we don't have Achilles problems, but we want to resist it down. If we slam our heels down, then when we start doing one-legged releves, our weight's going to be on our heel and not over our center line where the ball of our foot is. Yeah, so we're coming down slowly, really feel going through that ball of the shoe. And as we spring up, it's nice kind of working those toes to really spring up, almost like a saute, a jump, but don't jump. So plie, releve, lower, straight, plie, releve, lower, straight, reverse that, up, straight, plie, and then 4 plie, up, hold, hold 4 times, just the toes, 2 times, plie, same thing in second, and then we'll balance in a first position. All right, here we go. And plie, releve, lower, straight, plie, resist, and press the floor away, plie, articulate through the shoes. Now we're floor springing, and up, and up, and up, and up, just the toes, and toes, plie, stretch, tendu 2 second, plie, releve, lower, straight, releve, and up, straight, plie, up, straight, now 4 springing, and up, and 3, almost done, just the toes, plie, stretch, tendu, and first, plie, roll through, and feel that balance in that first position, not perching back, closing those ribs, pulling up, and plie, and stretch. All right, nice. We won't repeat that one, but as we start doing more one-legged releves, or even releves in first position, it gets really tempting as we go up to perch back even slightly, and as we plie to send the hips back. So really make sure I tell my little ones, like, you're in a little toaster oven. You don't want to burn your belly or burn your booty, So we really got to think of going down and up, nice and straight. I like to think of when I'm going down or plieing, I'm actually getting taller. And when I'm going up, I'm pressing energy into the floor. I'm compacting my abdominals even more. So it's a lot of opposition. Growing taller and compact, growing taller and compact. And that kind of helps eliminate the little breakdancing move. All right, let's do some rolling down and up on one leg to kind of be our start of the one-legged releves. So we're gonna have a little bit springier this time. We're gonna have en claw. We'll have and bounce, soo, and hold and bounce, soo. Hold and bounce, soo, and bounce, soo. Fondue and soo. Développé front and fondue. Soo, pas de cheval, side, soo. Other side, bounce, soo. And bounce, soo. Bounce, soo. And bounce, soo. And fondue to a soo. Pas de cheval, soo. Close, fondue, up to soo. Pas de cheval, soo. And then we'll stop there. We might reverse it from the back. But let's just focus on front to side first. So these bounces are really to give ourselves extra time to feel that weight over our center line, over the ball of the foot. Really get over there. We have a couple bounces to feel that. And then staying over there, we're gonna use really our toes and our glutes to spring up to soo. Yeah, we gotta keep that weight over the ball of the foot so we're not making any extra up. It's just one motion, yes. So bounce and bounce, soo. Bounce and bounce, soo. And bounce and bounce, soo. And bounce and bounce, soo. And fondue and soo. Pas de cheval, soo. And fondue, soo. Pas de cheval, soo. Yes, right and left. And then one last thing with these soo-soos, make sure that we don't, once we finally get up there, think of this as a rest. And by rest, I mean we're able to kind of release the glutes back a little bit. Soo-soo, we want to imagine our inner thighs are like gears turning and pressing up against each other. So as soon as we come up to that soo-soo, our inner thighs are pressing out and forward, yes. So it's not a rest up on that soo-soo. All right, here we go. Don't go just yet. I forget. There's a Releve Point 1 and a Releve Point 2 song, and I always forget which one it is. Yeah, it's that one. Okay, here we go. And fifth position, right foot front. And bounce, soo, rotate. Bounce, inner thighs together. Bounce, and up. Bounce, up. Fondue, soo. Pas de cheval, soo. Fondue, soo. Pas de cheval. Other side. Bounce, soo. Side, over the ball of your foot. Soo. Fondue and soo. Pas de cheval. Fondue, soo. Pas de cheval. Soo. And finish. Good. Well, that was faster than I thought it would be, so let's go from the back, yes? So we'll start with our right leg behind. Yes, our left leg in front. We'll have back, soo, side, soo, front, side. Then we'll have our fondue back, soo, pas de cheval back. Close, fondue, soo, pas de cheval side, and change. And then we'll go the other side. This time, once we reach the end, right and left from the back, let's just feel whatever leg's in front. I think it'll be our left leg in front. Just feel a bounce in soo, maybe for a couple of counts. Take the bar, switch the foot, feel that bounce in soo, and then we'll finish there with a nice little bounce soo. Again, for those bounces, inner thighs locked, rotating together, and abdominals pull up, not perched back here. All right, from the back, and back, soo, side, very telling because in flat a lot of the times we can kind of cheat in a little perched position and kind of make it for a balance in some positions. But in pointe, if your form is not absolutely correct, lengthen that lower spine, abdominals pulled up, inner thighs locked together, then it's like you can't balance. So on flat, we can kind of cheat, but pointe is the very telling one. All right, so let's now go up to some coupes and passes. We're gonna do it slowly first, really feeling that scooping action of the coupe, keeping the weight over the ball of our foot, and then our next combination will have a little bit more releve consecutively. So let's start our position with the right foot front. I think we've seen this before, or at least a very similar version. We're gonna have, I remember that counts. Let me just play it with the music and then we'll go from there. Alright, so plays on 1. I always forget if it's on 8 or 1. So we have plie 1, coupe 2, 3 and 4, plie 1, coupe 2, 3 and 4, plie 1, passe, 3 and 4, plie 1, passe, lift to change, other side, coupe, 3, sous, and 1, coupe 2, hold 3, sous, 4, plie 1, passe, sous, plie 1, passe, and sous. Then we start with the same leg from the back. So plie 1, coupe back, sous, plie 1, coupe back, sous, plie 1, passe, sous, plie 1, passe, change to the front, other side, coupe, coupe, passe, passe to change. Yeah, so we'll do right, left, left coming front, right coming front. So things and probably sound like a broken record, we've talked about a lot, but with our coupe leg, really thinking of that as an ice cream scooper, and we're scooping that ice cream down there and bringing it up to that ankle. So not having a disconnect and then connect no matter how fast. If I were doing a slow motion, it would scoop to passe or coupe, and then for passe, same thing. We scoop and we just keep the leg going up to that passe. Yeah. So now it's imperative that we keep that weight over the ball of the foot, not at the expense of the heel never coming down, but we want to keep the heel down, but weight over the ball of the foot entirely. Because if we come to our heel, our body has so much extra work to get ourselves up to our point shoe. So here we go. Right, left, left, right. And here we go. At the bar. Oh yeah, make sure, obviously we don't want to grip the bar, but even if we have a light grip, I don't ever like to have our fingers wrapped around the bar, no matter how light our grip is. I kind of like to think of the bar as like a partner's hand that you take. Yes, if you're dancing with your partner, you take his hand. You wouldn't grab him like this and be in locked fists going across the stage. You would grab his hand, or her hand, I don't know, with the palm of your hand and keep a nice flat, open hand as you partner together. And the bar is kind of the same thing. We kind of want to have an open grip so we're easily able to shift back and forth, because here we have a little bit of a shift up to that coupe. Yeah, and if we have a grip on the bar, it becomes tempting to grip the bar, and then we're kind of doing this action when really we just want to glide our hands across the bar. All right, so now getting into some consecutive relevés on one leg. We've made it. Let me go over my head. Tricky counting wise, but we'll do it. So let's have, yes, we'll have our right leg in front, because we're going to do a little pique up to sous-sus, and then bring it up to that coupe and do some relevés in coupe on point. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Sous-sus, don't change, coupe and down, and 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, pas de bourrée, hold, 7, 8, sous-sus, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, pas de bourrée, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, coupe, and 4, and 5, and 7, and 1, 3, and 4, pas de bourrée, 6, 7, out, sous-sus, hold, 2, coupe, plie, yes. So that's our counts. Now, what we need to think about is, now here it's crucial that we have this light, flat hand on the bar so that we can easily glide it to get up to that sous-sus and not up to sous-sus. Yes. So here we come up to sous-sus quickly, not in 2 motions, but in 1. Sous-sus, hold 2, bring up to coupe. As we come down for these relevés, really keeping our weight over that ball of the foot. So our center line is over that ball of the foot and never the heel. So down, keeping it over that ball of the foot each time. Fast pas de bourrée. Stay over the ball of the foot, sous-sus, and coupe. Yeah. So keeping that weight over the ball of the foot on our supporting leg each time. Yes. One more time with the counts, and then we'll do it right, left, so twice through. 5, 6, 7, 8, sous-sus, and 2, coupe, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, pas de bourrée, 6, 7, 8, sous-sus, 1, hold, 2, coupe, down, yeah, all right. Here we go, so we're up on the odds, down on the evens. And hopefully I can make it to the bar in time. Here we go. 1, 2, coupe, down and up, 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 pas de bourrée, and out, sous-sus, hold 2, 3, and down and up, up, up. We're gonna stop and finish. I forgot to give the modification if you're not ready for those relevés on one leg. So if you're not ready for those relevés on one leg, we're going to do sous-sus instead. Sorry. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, sous-sus, hold 2 and 3, 4, sous-sus, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, pas de bourrée, and 8, 1, hold 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Now let's continue to do it twice through. Yeah, so that was just a rehearsal. And now we'll do it right, left, either consecutively in coupe or our CC modification that I just gave you. All right, here we go. Final performance now, but twice through, right and left. And su, hold 2, up and down and up, 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 fondue, pas de bourrée, and plie, su, and down and up, weight over the ball of the foot, fondue, pas de bourrée, again, su, and down and up, 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 pas de bourrée, and down, su, up and down, up, 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 fondue, pas de bourrée, and finish. All right, there we go. So, we won't do this one again, but if we do this again in a later class where you want to go through and practice on your own, with these coupe balances on one leg, really make sure that that working leg is secured, strong and glued to that supporting leg. So what we don't want to have happen, which makes it harder for us to keep our balance, is have this leg kind of shaking up and down. As we do this, as we do these releves, we want to use our inner thighs and hamstring muscles to really glue that there to the leg. So as we're doing all these plie releves, this leg isn't moving, it's steady. Yeah, it's kind of like if you were trying to partner something that was moving all around. Now you're like trying to like pick up a squirming kid. It's really difficult, but if the kid's still, you can usually just pick them up and throw them over your shoulder. Yeah, so we don't want a squirmy little kid that we're trying to pick up and put down all the time. So let's take the bar away. We are going to come center, do a little tendu, rolling through our shoe action, and then we'll finish off for the day. So, coming center, let me find the tendu one I used, music. At the bar, and then we're going to challenge ourselves to do it in center, which will be fun. So we'll have our right leg in front. Let's see. No, let's. If you'd rather keep the arms side just to focus on the legs, feel free to do that. Or we can have a nice little opposition of having the arm in third, which I like to do. It kind of helps me keep my crossed squareness. So we'll have tendu, roll through, point back, roll through, point front and fifth, tendu and plie to the side, roll through, point, roll through and point, close front, tendu, plie, from the back, roll through, point front, roll through, point back, and fifth, tendu, plie. Let's do side, roll through, and push, close front, and side, roll through, and push, close back, other side. So we want a moment of this where we have both heels. We're never going up onto point, but we want a moment where we have both heels off the floor. So if I here, we want a movement where both heels are off. So we need to control it down. Both heels are off, control it down. To the side, it's that hard one. So instead of just doing roll down and point, roll down and point, the harder version is having a moment where both heels are off. And we're kind of going up and over, a wave here. Yeah, so we're really working the articulation of the feet. It's a lot harder. We really gotta have the backs of the legs engaged. So one more time. Tendu, roll through and back, roll through and front. Fifth, tendu, plie. Same thing side, close to front first. Plie, same thing back, plie. And then we have our tendu. Now just come down, press up. Fifth, tendu, both heels down, press up. Fifth, and then we'll go to the left. All right, here we go. Our last thing in our boots. And front, roll through point, front, fifth, plie. Here's the hard one to the side, point, fifth, plie to the back, point, back, plie to the side, point, up and over, point, and right, other side, front, now set my own combination. Tendu, plie to the side, up and over, to the back, up and over, point, up and over, point, to the side or different, side, lower, push, fifth, side, lower, push, fifth, and finish. Good. Doing tendus and point shoes is like, oh, feel the shins and the calves and the feet working so well during those tendus and point shoes. So when we are done with our point class today, make sure that we stretch out our calves. After you take your shoes off, find a golf ball, a tennis ball, a lacrosse ball. Really roll out the arches and the balls of your feet to release all that tension we just created with all those releves on one leg. But have a nice rest of your Monday, and I'll see you next week. Bye everyone, thank you.